very soon. I think we can do whatever. What do you want to play? What do you want to do this anyway?
This. You want to play PUBG?
No, really? No, specifically no. Chat, who plays PUBG in the current year? I don't really get it. Yo, actually, people literally will listen to my a good rant of mine where I say a bunch of things that are informative and smart, and they literally clip the last part of my rant where I say some dumb fucking shit for 10 seconds, and they clip that. Why don't you post a good one? Well, no shit, I sound dumb, but you only clip the bad ones. The fuck? Well, no shit. Also, this Apple guy, you need to get yourself a fucking life, bitch. Get some bitches on your dick, get a job, get a fucking hobby. Stop cross-posting from fucking outside like a fucking pussy. Dumb fuck.
Right. Goddamn hate watchers.
You join me? I invite you.
Yes, sir. Let's hit it, baby. F2, accept invite. Let's hit the bitch up.
I was on the other Monday. I want to see what people are saying today. Huh?
Alright, let's win this fucking game, bro. It's not every day that you and I are number 1 and 2 in the games we play.
Real. Hunter, probably nuts. It's easier to read it on Twitch. Yeah, but we're not seeing it slow though.
Wait, this game already started. What the hell's going on here?
You think it was on Reddit? I know. Dude's a fucking
Alright, guys, we're getting fucked here.
Is he not going to die? Like, is this just desync or what?
Everyone in this game is fucking playing invisible. It's so stupid.
Okay, they just don't die.
Delivery zone, a bus.
It's because our teammates are absolutely brain dead.
I can't believe this right now.
We joined in late and we're still about to beat them.
Okay. I know I'm crazy, or this game has a problem with syncing or like a tick rate. I'm getting a lot of like non-regs.
Package is going the wrong way. Look out the back.
I killed 3. Let's go. I gotta kill everybody for us to do anything. Come on, man. Oh, I'm killing Phil by now. Holy shit. Dude! Did we cap it? I just went massive! Two on me, I can't do that, I'm dead here. Unlucky. Oh, the doors weren't open yet, that's insane.
One each.
What a weird... Main. Dead.
Good job. Pushing up with you.
He's not gonna die? I'm gonna go in car in a second, hold up. Watch out, cross, middle.
Come on. Where the fuck am I?
Bro, I'm getting passes that are insane today. I don't even know.
This invisibility thing is just the
Wait,
stupidest shit I've heard in my life.
Chat, did you see that? I mean, headshots and it's just not taking any damage. It's just like not even like updating it.
Yikes.
This guy's terrible.
I'm back.
He's gonna die, right? Surely.
Not yet.
Upstairs. You need to push that guy.
Where are they spamming?
Yikes.
That's some schizo bait, dude.
We need a cap right now. We need to cap right now.
Oh my god, 3 headshots.
Dead. Come on, we got a cap here. Capped. Wait, why is it not registering his head? Is he cheating? I hit him 3 times, he didn't get nothing happened, bro.
Where's everybody at, Kurt?
No way, you're just using a flamethrower. You're cheating.
It's a one-tapper. So strong.
Yeah, we got a cap here.
Dead.
5, 4,
Send it. I'm pushing.
2, 1.
Push. Bro, we joined late and we still got first and second.
I don't understand that. Or you guys put.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Bro, we joined late. They already played their round.
You guys left the point.
I wish you can make it so you can only play certain modes.
Yeah, we just got fucking Z9'd. What the fuck?
We didn't get C9, we were capping. It was our cap.
No,
We
it's
joined
not.
late, you understand? Like, the 1.5 rounds already played. We played with like 2 minutes left, they're already getting fucked.
Oh, you
Unknown
can?
retro.
Oh, okay. Invite me or are we doing something else?
I'm inviting you. No.
Okay.
Leave lobby. Join now? Do more.
I want to keep playing, I love this game.
I wish we could pause on mobile. Play hell let loose.
When are they gonna add like a ranked?
When
Say anything about that?
Trent, you need to leave. You join on your own, man.
I'm in the party, no?
No, we left because
Yeah, I know. I'm okay, you know what? I just restarted my game. Fuck it. Game.
Bro, they put me on the fucking national news in fucking Canada and they fucking cooked my ass, bro. Come on, man. Why you gotta do me like that?
What'd they say?
I don't know, some bullshit, bro. They cooked me, bro. Why motherfuckers gonna cook me, man? I could buy your whole fucking TV station, bitch. I'm kidding. Y'all trying to come in or not?
Yeah, I'm loading.
Let me check in. I could not, I know. It's fucking... Is this shit, like, funded or some shit?
No, it's usually billionaires who own those things.
I own that.
Yeah, I actually like the song, you're right. It's good.
Guys, my girl, I don't know if you've ever, have you had that moment of perfect balls smell?
Bro, just join the party, man.
I'm joining, motherfucker. It's loading in. There's 6 different screens. Beware, the game is not finished yet. Expect lag. It's wild to me that like everyone says "ha" and like, what are you talking about? It's like, bro, like, don't front. Like almost everyone who's like, there's no shot. Like there's no shot. There's no. They don't do the 2-finger method on their balls.
You wanna watch a movie? Truman Show? Is that the DMC heavy or not?
You always gotta check. Oh, you gotta check.
You can invite your brother?
Yeah, do that.
He invites me?
I can't. It's not letting me. You're in a party, bro.
I'm not in a party. You two. Oh my god.
Yes, you are. Who says it?
Leave your party.
Train just wants to suck dick.
I'm just gonna invite both of you. I'm gonna invite both of you. I can't invite Shut. No, see, it's Jesse that's it's glitched. It's Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse, you're glitching. Join me.
Oh, it's all my fault? Gotcha. Classic.
Size yes. Is that you or not?
Invite, yeah. Got you.
Oh, he's not like joining the thing though. Yeah, he is.
You in?
Yeah, man. That was me. I glitched that whole shit up. That was me, straight up.
We can pick what it is, bro. Let's do...
Death Note, yeah, maybe, but after the fucking, after this guy's soul incident, I think they're like cracking down on that shit,
bro. Let's do bounties, so it's all kills.
Just pay for the shows to get remade with other actors. Just get like, you just have Breaking Bad redone with different actors. We can figure it out.
For what?
We'll just have, like, Dark Knight will have you as Batman.
Me?
Yeah, I could be the Joker. Yeah, chat,
No,
I like give it a buck.
Disney's the Joker.
Chat, things are too hot right now. Doing BB is too crazy.
I'm Batman.
It's just too crazy. Yeah, everybody's mulling on Twitter. Everybody's trying to put the spotlight. It's just weird. Everybody's just fucking on jelly mode. I don't know what to tell you. It's risky. It's risky. I'm not doing it. I know how things are gonna turn out.
Doing what?
BB.
They hate us because they ain't us. You ever heard of that?
BB? What is BB?
Like bad?
Oh, watching. I see.
It's too hot. That is what it is. Too hot. More like you got assholes behind the scenes. No, I didn't. I really didn't. You're just dumb. Bro, you act like I haven't been to the fucking ringer before. Back in the days when we did fucking Gordon Ramsay, we did it for weeks and weeks. Nobody cared. Then Twitter got absolutely mauled. Everybody got mauled. Articles at the wazoo, and then they took action. Like, what can you do? It is what it is. It's just how the world works. You stay in your lane. You do your thing. Nobody cares. You go a little bit too high above the line. Everybody starts molding. Everybody act like they care, and then everybody fucking does manual shit, and it's just cringe.
You get the case of the snitch.
But guys, it's copyright laws, guys. What do you think this is? What do you think this is? What do you think that is? What do you think this is in your user now?
What's Hot Shot? We never played this one.
Feeling like a DJ when I tell them ran up by they millions, so I went call one of me. Don't let my fucking brother, am I rolling out my twin key? That's my buddy, drinking on the muddy. Pass it all out to the dogs, let them cutty. Make sure you let her experience her nutty. Put that dick all in all the ribs and a goodie. Drinking Kid Cudi, acting all slutty. In front company, Trey Fine hoodie, dogs all goody. Done one pimpin' bitches, black tees, hoodies.
And is everyone gonna forget that you literally watched SpongeBob for like months?
Back to the right, bread for the rookies, ass on the right, and on the left. Bunch of wealthy rich guys, like ourselves, yeah.
I miss the spongy, I'm not gonna lie, I love this one.
One shot up here. I mean, in the morning it's pretty good.
The way these guys play the game, I want to fucking eat.
This time, hang on and shit. Yeah.
Same. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting kind of hungry. This game's making me kind of freaking hungry.
Bro, the snipers in this game, I swear to God, I'm gonna buy this game just to close it down.
Cause that's life here in America.
Oh my God, these spawn points. Can someone tell me fucking designated coordinates are for spawn points?
Take your words and twist them up. Afraid that you will change the world. It's just life here in America.
Hey, there's a hot shot on the second floor.
There's really no way they can catch him. He fuck on. You gon' need a couple jet lifts.
Hot shot's over here.
Niggas, yeah, the kid been passive. Global access off a motherfucking ad lib. Yeah, mama, I don't made it no more that pill. Super speed on the way the Benz a cat, yeah. I was caught up on something, but now I'm back, yeah. I just almost had to throw away like 11 years.
No, I'm the hot shot.
Better ride by. We get killed for a side eye. So the man respect the rest of killer to be all die. But not mine, we ain't small fries. Yeah. See one of my whips, but I run up with that rah-rah. Shit in my jeans, I'm just like a die-die. She don't smoke, but she say tonight she need to jump off skirt. I been in the bins with the frog guys. You got chest lungs, I can bring smoke out. You a vegetable, that's all you do is smoke out. She want me to get her ass to where it's poke out. She got hips so that's hard to grill both sides. She tryna turn up on that dick and let's get both live. I know I'm a real dope killer, but she's so shy. She got her hand in my head, doing no jiving. I told her we'll be at the crib in like 4-5. There's really no way they can catch him. He fuck on. You gon' need a couple jet lifts. Keep
my
it real
head.
with me. Keep it passive. Global access off a motherfucking ad lib. Yeah, mama, I don't made it no more that pill. Super speed on the E-way, the Benz a cat, yeah. I was caught up on something, but now I'm back, yeah. I just almost had threw away like 11 years. I don't think it's hard to love me. I'm trying to embrace your lifestyle, baby. I'm trying to break your watching car keys. On flaws, on like the flaws in my lifestyle. There's really no way they can catch him. He fuck on. You gon' need a couple jet lifts. Keep it real with niggas, yeah, the kid been passive. Global access.
Oh my God.
Mama, I don't made it no more that pill. Super speed on the E-way, the Benz a cat, yeah. I was caught up on something, but now I'm back, yeah. I just almost had threw away like 11 years.
My left, my right, to my left, up, down. Still.
Yeah, you can bounty deny. You can get your teammates. Killed him.
I got another hot shot. You know what to do. You got a hot shot. Keep on breathing.
I am bad at this game. What about the music?
Gotcha.
Did it stop? Was that the last song on the album?
No, we're being hacked.
They ran out of music.
Bad news about our hot shot. They're dead. You're the hot shot now, pal. Time to run up the score.
When you spawn in, do you lag like crazy? Train.
What's up, buddy?
How about you help me, you fucking cooks?
When you spawn in, are you laggy?
You want me to play that song? I got you,
really
bro. I got
angry
you,
right now
bro.
because these fucking piece of shit motherfuckers.
Gotcha. My bad.
They got a hot shot. And it sure hated if something bad happened.
Huh.
We're hacked.
Slider piece of shit motherfuckers.
Lose yourself sinking to the sunlight. It's been
I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm fucking dead!
But the warm nights are coming soon and we just
Yeah, it is amazing, bro. And hipfire is so nice. But don't even put an optic on it. Don't even waste a thing for an optic. You don't need it at all.
just fine. Outside
For the first time in a long time.
you said you
Guys,
can't
there's 3 of us here. Kill the motherfucker on the street.
feel more than cold on the inside.
Gotcha.
The sunrise will come again and you'll be
That's
just
fine.
You'll be just fine. Nothing can storm you out of pink cloud summer.
What does my ult do? I don't understand it. What does the healing person's ult do?
Where are my guns going? Where are my bullets going?
Reason to stay for a while. You should stay for a while.
We're about to. It's really close. Let's go. Don't let them win.
Nice.
We got this.
One shot left side. Nah, GG.
Got him. Grabbing it all. I killed another one. On me. Let's go! Takes out. Oh, son of a bitch. Why did it give us a victory sound?
What happened?
Doesn't make any sense.
Bro, I was going bonkers.
Me too, man, but we got a 2K Andy down here.
I
don't know what the fuck's going on.
I'm going next time. I got you a little bit.
Oh, you're leaving?
Oh yeah, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. Let me check where the food's at.
That game was so. This was fun.
You going for
30 minutes away.
You going for
Food.
a juicer here? Going for a little
I'm just gonna chill with chat and watch a video or something.
Okay.
Hello, XQC.
It's like a minute if you guys want to do whatever.
Since you're on this great website
Yeah,
now,
I'll be around.
Can we listen to Chandelier the right version once?
Yeah, just be right. I'll just show up a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to make you sit here and fucking watch whatever the fuck.
Bro, I'm going to go on your stream probably, unmute it, deafen in Discord, and probably watch whatever you're gonna watch.
Alright, I'm gonna be rude and just fucking say it, dude. I'm gonna be that fucking guy. Chat, I'm gonna be that guy, okay? Fuck it. I don't give a fuck, guys. I'm not fucking Aden or Kai. I don't meet fucking rappers, okay? So I can call this shit out. This shit is fucking garbage. That shit is fucking trash. All the releases lately, it's been fucking absolute garbage, dumpster fire. I can't. Okay. You want me to trigger you? Watch this. Pay attention to the little that's periodically happening to the song. Listen to it right here. Listen to it. I wanted to do good. I just feel like her flows are one-dimensional, right? And it's working because of the collabs and the whatever, right? But her actual rapping parts don't really add much value to anything. That's my current take on it. I genuinely feel like the first 2 songs she had released, I think were good, but then just the flow is very one-dimensional, and then it just feels like there's not much added on value. It just does decent because it's like a collab and it goes big, and it's like, okay, well, and she kind of stops there. Yeah. Okay. What else?
Would you consider watching the first SpongeBob movie? Also, do you plan on playing FF16?
Maybe. Okay, we can watch. I don't want to watch a big thing. Just like a chiller. Well, I get some food. What happened with Jennifer Lawrence? What has she been doing? I like Hot Ones. I think the show is really good. Sometimes because I feel like I'm negative about everything. I don't want to be negative.
Whoa! I feel like I'm gonna die. I know.
I feel like out of all famous actors that they can pick from, sometimes they pick some that are uninteresting, right? And the episodes do good kind of because of viewership, because they're big celebrities, but they don't actually have much content to put out. The people are just gonna, I don't know, man. That's about it. Okay, what was I gonna do? What's that? I think it's a goofy take. I don't think so. I just look of all I like when guests have something that we don't see anywhere else that we want to know about.
I'm going to attempt to drown myself. You can try this at home. You can be just like me.
Yeah.
juice is eating ice cream with lots of caramel. I just had a ice cream.
Was that AI?
M&M's on the M&M beat, ironically. Yeah. 3 years. Okay, I'm the type to come in the game and just launch pain with a bronze frame and a tattoo of my mom's name. This industry has nothing to offer beyond fame. Time to take these niggas to school, LeBron James. Lesson 1, I'm a bad teacher who gave the class seizures. Smash diva, stash reefer in the lab freezer. I found a reefer cord they stashed in the back of the lab, so I'm in class smoking gas, left in the class preacher. Bring the house down, you hoes, Queen Latifah. I'm too fast, getting this cash, getting away, get your brain bashed. Chopper gon' smash, hit in your face, I'ma tie up.
Yeah, the guy sound a little like Hobson, but with a fucking lisp.
Showcase fresher than Colgate, make hoes wait, I hold weight. Bottle of rose in a rose, driving with road rage for 10 days off Zan, she's trying to get paid. And since the 6th grade, I've been great, no sensei, my rent paid for 10 days, cause my pen's great. I smoke 10 J's with 2 hoes that go both ways. Funny how 2 + 2 = 4play. Speaking of foreplay, had that shit in the hallway with another Sunday. I guess I'm just too blessed. Me and my nigga Juice WRLD taking over the universe. You knew it first. Got my mom Chanel with the newest purse. Birkin bag, never heard the act. What type of purse is that? Something that's very fucking expensive. I deserve to brag. I murder track. This isn't mumble, it's murder rap. Type of shit your grandma understand with an old ass. Spend $500,000 and go back and make some more cash. The hair trigger Brazilian, you will get to what you know.
It was really good though.
Life in my trouble past. Took the shuttle pass. Hit the mall, I got double cash. Cop the duffel bag. 10 bands on my fucking ass. That's a subtle brag. Home team, we be making moves. Hit the huddle fast. Break the huddle, get a sack. That's a fumble on the play.
Oh, Hobson, of course, yeah.
He look like Mutombo in the face. Even spinning like a funnel cloud with lightning and some thunder like the Wizard of Oz.
When I was younger, I used to listen to Nocturnal Rainbows and other ones. I didn't even listen to the lyrics at the time. I just liked the flow of it. Chat, I'll be honest with you. This is not for me. This is not for me. It's a little uneventful. I don't know. Alright, what else? Video's gonna be here. Fucking food's gonna be here in a minute. Dude, I'm starving. Dude, chat, let me just watch it. There's one that's like easy to digest. You just click it and you just let it play. What's that? Shit. Did anyone already watch this video? Yeah, he watched it. It was a really good video though. Chat, I think this guy, chat, we watched all of his good videos, right? What about this one? Oh, it's a different type of video. I don't think I like that. Chat, what about like the ring cam shit and whatnot? Patrick says a new one. Does he? What about this one? This one looks interesting. Chat, I didn't know there was still something to watch on this guy.
The dark side of YouTube. A place that I probably frequent far too often for my own good. But I've fallen in love with the search for finding the most twisted channels on the site, as evident from my series.
And nice shirt XQCF.
Series called YouTube's Darkest Channels. But in these haunting corners, I often find myself stumbling upon one-off videos whose origins are both deeply disturbing and entirely mysterious.
What was the other ones?
And today we'll be deep diving into 3 in particular that have proven to be just a few of YouTube's darkest videos.
Guys, we watched some of the videos that are presented because he shows them as this is what we already watched.
Space exploration. At its most successful, we have produced some of mankind's greatest accomplishments.
That's one small step for man.
But with these inspiring victories came tragic failures.
Challenger, go at throttle up.
There's little room for error when attempting to visit space, and oftentimes the failures are catastrophic, to the point where they can't be hidden from the public eye. But oddly enough, perhaps one of the greatest disasters in the great pursuit of space is likely one that many of you haven't heard of, and that's because in large part, it may have been covered up. It happened back in February 1996 at the Xichang Satellite Launch Center in China. There, an American company named Space Systems, in collaboration with Chinese scientists, had built a telecommunications satellite that was set to take off on the 15th of the month, with China having built and produced the rocket itself. The satellite would be known as Intelsat 708 and was set to orbit Earth for 15 long years, an estimated lifespan that would turn out to be far too generous, as in actuality, its trip would only last a mere 15 seconds. On the 15th of February 1996, the Seattle Times would publish an article titled "China Rocket Crashes to Earth, Fatalities Reported in Space Program Setback." The story went on to read, "The newly developed Long March 3B rocket carrying the Intelsat Inc. satellite veered towards the ground and exploded moments after liftoff at 3:01 a.m. Hong Kong radio said 4 people were killed and dozens were injured in the explosion, but Shang Lui, a spokeswoman for the government aerospace agency, said that there were no deaths. It's a devastating scene to imagine, however, as the rocket was said to weigh roughly 900,000 pounds and would have produced a violent explosion. But the early conflicting reports in the death toll were initially a promising sign, as the one official source had claimed that there were no fatalities. However, this number would later be changed after investigation, as Chinese officials reported that, in the end, 6 people had died as the result of the satellite's crash, along with a whopping 57 others having suffered minor injuries. In the grand scheme of things, it was a tragic event, but with the information presented by the government, it seemed safe to say that things could have gone a lot worse, and that's because they likely did. When on site, the group of Americans would wind up filming the entire event in a recording that is now
how do you get a minor injury from a blast like that? Oh, yeah, I guess a little bit of fire or whatnot?
Found a home on YouTube. And thanks to this video, we have a visual of just how horrific the incident truly was.
Oh my god! Oh, there's a fuck ton of fuel left in there, right? Oh my god.
It's a devastating explosion, and one that created such a powerful shockwave that all the glass in the surrounding area had shattered, something that can actually be heard moments after the crash.
I mean...
And this isn't the only angle shown in the video either, as someone in a nearby town had been recording as well. This angle shows the rocket striking incredibly close to where the person was filming, but what it failed to show is that not only had this rocket crashed, but it had crashed directly in the center of what is believed to be Meilin Village, an area that was said to be home to well over 1,000 civilians. Seeing the massive explosion, and knowing it happened right in the middle of a populated village, leaves one to imagine how only 6 people had lost their lives. And things only get more suspicious as the video shows the destruction up close the following day. It's hard to put into words the level of ruin that this village was in following the crash, Buildings everywhere were not just damaged, but decimated, reduced to nothing but rubble. And it wasn't in a centralized location either, as the damage was spread out everywhere, making it unlikely
brother
happened right in the middle of a populated village. Leaves one to imagine how only 6 people had lost their lives. And things only get more suspicious as the video shows the destruction up close the following day.
Bro, that's a nuke.
It's hard to put into words the level of ruin that this village was in following the crash. Buildings everywhere were not just damaged, but decimated, reduced to nothing but rubble. And it wasn't in a centralized location either, as the damage was spread out everywhere, making it unlikely that many would survive the ordeal had they been in the immediate area. Which begs that question, how had more people not died? This question has prompted many to wonder whether or not China had covered up the official number of casualties in an attempt to not lose all credibility in their space program. A theory that is further brought into question by the fact that reporters were quickly taken away from the site, only to see dozens of ambulances, as well as flatbed trucks that some claimed were used to load the dead. Trucks that had gotten to the scene well before the Americans recording the ordeal were able to, which would have provided them ample time to remove any bodies from the area. However, despite the video emerging, and all the questions put forth, the official death toll has never been changed by Chinese officials. Yet in the United States, experts have given their own estimates of the sheer magnitude of the catastrophe, as it's widely believed that anywhere from 200 to 500 people had perished as a result of the faulty satellite launch, with some experts even suggesting that the number is even higher. And just watching this infamous video, it's not hard to understand why, but unfortunately it's likely we'll never know how many people died that day, as Chinese officials have held firm on their death toll, claiming the area had actually been evacuated before impact, though this claim is heavily disputed to this day. And it's made even more difficult to find answers, as the village itself that's shown within this video technically doesn't even exist. According to a handful of first-hand accounts, after the incident, this entire village had simply vanished, with there being, quote, virtually no trace of it having ever existed. In the end, we're left with countless unanswered questions, and this one chilling YouTube video of what may very well be the most devastating space-related disaster of all time, as it's likely we'll never see anything of this magnitude again. Or so I thought.
That's so cooked though for the families, the people, like. Huh? Again!
The following were all videos that have surfaced here on YouTube from China, showcasing other rocket launch failures that, again, have decimated more towns. And these disasters have taken place very recently, with most having gone unreported on by Chinese officials.
Bro.
And had it not been for these
What are they doing? Why are they sending rockets over fucking populated areas? What the fuck?
YouTube videos, we would likely have no idea that these disasters had even happened. It's very clear that China has been covering up many of these devastating failures, with it all likely having started back with Intelsat 708. So though for now this may likely be the most devastating space launch failure ever, it may not hold this title forever.
Dude, who cares if it's dense? Then either evacuate or... Oh, I remember saying
Our
that.
next video takes us to Bosnia, which is home to some of the most famous and highest bridge diving competitions in the world. And though these events may seem reckless and risky, in actuality they are a commonplace, with TV networks even airing the competitions live, with little fear of capturing tragedy on live TV. And on August 7th, 2016, one of these televised events would go live, as divers jumped from a 65-foot bridge in the river Drina. One of the top competitors entering the day was Andre Bew, a gold medalist diver with thousands of dives under his belt. And though the water was said to be a little chilly that day, conditions were otherwise perfect for the event,
60 is
as
a lot.
Andre prepared to show off his skill to the crowd. And from the moment he leapt off that platform, he appeared to be in top form, hitting the water with his usual grace. Yet another stellar dive by the champion. Only this time, things would quickly go wrong.
Well, you looked a little bit forward at the end, no? Looks like maybe his spine kinda... Oh no! Well, he snapped one of his vertebrae or something like that.
Andre can be seen on camera for a moment resurfacing from his dive, but almost immediately things go awry as his head submerges back under the water, disappearing into the murky depths. Soon after, we can see one of his arms briefly break the surface before going under again, this time disappearing completely. Luckily, there was a rescue crew waiting on standby for a moment just like this, as they drove their boats over to the struggling swimmer. But despite the large number of emergency staff, they all seemed hesitant to jump in the water.
What?
And it takes Andre's head resurfacing once again for the first lifeguard to enter the water. However, at this point, he was already gone. Andre, the championship diver, a man who has done countless other dives just like this, had vanished and vanished.
I'm sorry, get chat. I'm not a lifeguard, obviously. I mean, I don't know anything about training, but if some guy is like even looking at the slightest hint of struggle, why aren't they just rushing to it and just? Usually they go really fast towards people that are like even the hint of struggling. I don't get it.
To the point where emergency crews would eventually be called off.
I mean, they did. They're trolling
His
him.
lifeless body would be found days later down the river on August 11th, having suffered from multiple fractures as well as typical decay. The video would soon be posted to YouTube and picked up steam on local and worldwide news outlets, with many wondering what could have happened to make this otherwise masterful diver lose his life on such a routine day, especially given that there seemed to be nothing in his near-perfect dive that would indicate a risk of injury upon hitting the water. And even if it hadn't been perfect, the large number of emergency staff should have been enough to prevent a tragedy like this.
Chad, he looked a little bit
Despite
forward.
them being on scene within seconds, not only was he not rescued, but his body would go missing for days. Despite the video being viewed over 1 million times, there still seems to be no concrete and accepted cause of death, which has caused several theories to pop up as to what may have actually happened that day. Some theorize that the cold temperature of the water had sent his body into shock, a note that is given some validity, as the emergency crew on hand would later give an excuse for not entering the water in a timely manner by saying that the water was, quote, too cold, a jarring claim given that they were paid professionals, hired specifically to rescue helpless swimmers, yet they were deterred by cold water. But this shock theory doesn't fully add up, as multiple divers had already participated up until this point, and none had faced any issues whatsoever. And if the water was truly that cold, one would imagine that they would have just cancelled the event altogether, as again these were legitimate, professionally run events. Now perhaps the darkest theory put forth is that Andre was dragged below the surface by something in the water. This may sound ridiculous at first, but the River Drina is known to be inhabited by
Why didn't they just say he had fractures?
a species of fish called the Wells catfish. And these catfish are remarkably large, as they can reach sizes of over 9 feet long, with the heaviest ever being caught weighing in at a staggering 330 pounds. and they are said to be extremely hostile, especially during mating season when males are guarding their nests. And coincidentally, the competition had taken place right at the end of their typical mating season.
Wait, what if you add both theories together? The fish and the broken spine / fracture. What if he hit a fish? What if he landed on a fish by accident and he broke his ship because as he's going into the water, the fish is there and then boom, hits the fish, dude.
Season. So it's entirely possible that when Andre jumped in the water, he landed in the vicinity of one of these protective fish, who would have then instinctively attacked, dragging him under the water and leaving him unable to swim back to the surface. This would explain why he seems to almost be sucked under the water, even looking behind him as if he noticed it coming towards him, as well as why the emergency response team was so hesitant to jump in after him. Plus, it would account for how his body had disappeared so quickly, and how they were unable to locate it until days after, with multiple fractures. And given the lack of protruding teeth that these fish have, the injuries that it would have left behind would be more akin to bruising and fractures, which were injuries that were supposedly prevalent on his body. And these facts are far from the only evidence to point to this cause of death, with the most damning coming from the video itself. When watching the clip, right as we see Andre's arm surface,
broken vertebrae and shit and whatnot, and then they say that it's from a fish. Is there any fucking wounds or bleeding? I don't.
For the final time, we can see what appears to be a fin breaking the surface just feet away from him. Many have speculated that this could be the tail fin of a giant Wells catfish, as it appears to be completely synchronized with Andre going under the water for the final time.
Okay, so the fish bit him, went over there, did a spin, fuck off.
This is a very legitimate theory. But along with this, another major theory has been put forth, and that is the idea that Andre had suffered a broken vertebrae upon entering the water. The news site Telegraph actually reported this as the official autopsy's cause of death, but the validity of this claim is shaky, as it offers no citations, as well as being the only news site to report this information, despite universal coverage of the case. But we do know that his body did have multiple fractures when it was found, though the location of it has yet to be confirmed. And with that being said, a broken vertebrae is a risk for any diver, and it would have limited him from being able to keep his head above water, even as an experienced professional. But as mentioned previously, nothing seemed off in his diving form, and had he actually suffered from vertebrae fractures once hitting the water, he likely would have lost all feelings in his limbs, rendering him unable to move. Yet he was able to hold his head above water and move his arm.
That's not even true, I don't think. If you get fractures, you don't... It's not a GG. You can have fractures and still... What the fuck? Bro, if you get fractures, it doesn't cut the spine, dude.
Arms during the ordeal. So either they
people have fractures in their spine and shit like that, and in their vertebrae without getting paralyzed, bruh.
Fractured a specific way that was potentially made worse when he started to move, causing him to go limp, or this theory is a dead end.
Chad is fucking stupid. I can't. There's no shot. No.
Subsequent video footage remains a chilling mystery. Andre's family has since sued the response team for negligence. And while there's no way to be sure, it's more than likely that a faster response time would have at the very least recovered his body in a timely manner and given the family and the world of diving answers and some much needed...
I didn't say medical school, you're just wrong. Like, I know some basic shit, you're just wrong. I used to do trampoline and gymnastics, and I've heard about people that have fucking fractured a bunch of vertebrae in it. Like the see this, see that, the fuck... Yeah, and they don't get paralyzed sometimes. Dude, it has to fucking snap entirely and snap the cord for it to fucking sever entirely and for them to be fucking paralyzed. Bust a bitch ass. I'm telling you, my theory, dude, this guy hit a fish on his way down. The most unlucky events of all time. He hit his head on a fish as he hit the water and it snapped his shit, right? And as he's trying, he's probably getting a bunch of nerve fucking bullshit as and he can't breathe and then he GG's.
Closure. But whereas Andre and his family likely would have never guessed his life would end that day, our final video showcases a subject that may be alluding to her own impending fate.
This is Oh In Hai, a 36-year-old Korean actress turned beauty YouTuber, a beloved and at times controversial celebrity from South Korea. And the video you're watching now follows the typical mold of many others across her channel, as she frequently shared beauty tips in the form of vlogs. However, this video came with a twist, due to the fact that it would prove to be the last she'd ever post, as just 2 days upon going live, she would be dead, leaving behind a grieving family, thousands of heartbroken fans, and what some would claim to be a cryptic set of clues. It was the night of September 13th, 2020, when a friend of Oh In Hai checked in on the actress, only to find her unconscious in her home. Medical personnel were called, but by the time they reached the hospital, she had no pulse. And despite having been revived for a short period of time, she would sadly pass away on the morning of September 14th. The investigation that followed was a quick one, and equally as vague, with officials hastily stating that the actress had taken her own life, something that would be confirmed via autopsy the following day, with her official cause of death being cardiac arrest from a suicide attempt. Although details from this autopsy would never be released, and no further context was provided, leading to the story being forgotten, as many have accepted In Hai's death as an open and shut case. However, despite the autopsy being released, online speculation had only just begun, as internet sleuths began to notice a number of oddities, especially in regards to her social media use in the days leading to her death. And it all seemed to begin with that final video titled In Hai's Nightly Routine Skincare. The video itself was labeled as Volume 48, something she did chronologically with every video she uploaded. But strangely, In Hai had made an error with this final video, as her previous upload was 45, so naturally this video would have been volume 46 instead of 48. A rather minor detail to nitpick, but it gets even stranger from here. As the video plays, things take a sudden turn as a jarring glitch unfolds on the screen.
Alright man, join I have an idea. How about you join the train on the people who are gonna suck my cock? Shut the fuck up, Buster! Jesus, dude! Holy fuck, dude!
48
Yo, join on this!
1 minute and 46-second mark.
즉흥적으로 해보려고 카메라를 켰습니다. 아 시원해.
I'm
아직
eating
머리도
food,
안
bro.
나왔는데 진짜 리얼로 보여주려고 정말 평소에 쓰는 나이트 케어가 어떻게 되는지 순서도 지금 즉흥적으로 제일 첫 번째는 토너를 화장솜에 묻혀서 닦아내야겠죠?
The video of In Hai randomly begins to buffer for nearly an entire minute
It's Morse code!
in a bizarre and disturbing manner, as it gives the illusion of In Hai chopping at her neck over and over and over again. And even more strangely, despite the audio track being consistent throughout this strange glitch, around the 92-second mark, you can hear what appears to be another voice come in.
아시죠?
It seems unnaturally high-pitched, and clearly was not part of the original audio track. According to multiple reports online, this unexplained voice supposedly says something that roughly translates to, "I'm going to die," though some have countered this claim, stating that this translation was a reach. Around the 103rd second mark, another unnatural voice can also be heard, though to my knowledge, a direct translation hasn't been found. And immediately following the strange soundbite, the video begins to play normally, as if nothing happened. It's an error that lasts no more than a minute, yet the clock in the background of the video skips forward 3 to 4 minutes, potentially casting doubt on the idea that this could be an error within the video file itself.
Yeah, exactly.
All in all, this entire section of the video is off-putting, and In Hai herself even addresses this by adding, "Please skip over the buffering part," in parentheses at the end of her title. Despite the clarification, it's hard to ignore the movements she makes during this. I mean, she's repeatedly chopping at her neck for a whole minute, and couple this with the supposed disembodied voice seemingly saying, "I'm going to die." Something about this video just wasn't
Chat. Is it not a possible explanation, chat, of people that work into video and audio of why this could glitch? I think every time there's something big like this happens on the internet, that people have like explanations of why something is the way it is or whatever. Isn't that like that?
Adding up, as after all, looking through her channel, every one of her other videos are cleanly edited and filmed in a professional manner, and going through her catalog reveals no major editing flaws. Yet this minute-long error in the beginning of a video made the final cut. Something seems very off here,
you're not
especially
wrong.
given the fact that just 48 hours later, Owen High would be dead. And though this may just be a coincidental glitch, I struggle to believe that an error like that could cause these strange voices, especially when those voices are pitched differently and that one might be saying, "I'm going to die." But if it wasn't a buffering error, then that means it would have been done intentionally, which is incredibly important to note given that Owen High was her own video editor for this particular video. She had sole control over its production, meaning she would have been the one to orchestrate this, which leaves the big question, why? Well, many have pointed to the idea that Owen High was alluding to her own death within this video, as just 48 hours later she would be found without a pulse. A time that is noteworthy, considering she had mistakenly numbered her video as 48, despite it really being the 46th upload, along with the glitch itself beginning at the 48-second mark. And to add even more to the coincidence of this number, in her video prior to her last, she added these subtitles which feature the numbers 4 and 8 shown over and over again, which in the context of the video did actually translate to a relevant joke. However, it's strange regardless. That would make one question whether she used the number 48 to symbolize her impending death, especially given the movement of her comb and the morbid voiceover. And the theories don't stop from there, as there were even those who thought that this wasn't a clue to her impending suicide, but rather it was a hint at her impending murder. This theory stems from her last Instagram post, uploaded on the night of her death, that simply featured a photo of a flower, but the caption is what interests most, as it translated to, "I guess everyone is seeing this, even the person who said I'm just a body," implying a piece of meat, and saying it's not the wording that he can even use till the end. "I think I have to expose you because of that one phrase. I didn't want to believe anything else that came out of that mouth." Tagged in the post was a prominent lawyer and frequent social media user named Hu Wang, a man who, even to this day, we're unsure of what his relationship was to Owen High. Much like the video she had posted in the days prior, this caption was extremely out of the ordinary for Owen High, as typically her posts were positive and cheerful. And after an hour of confused fans questioning her, Owen High would delete the post altogether. Around this time, Wang would also delete